All right. Although your main business is real estate, I know that you guys have some gas station spread nearby here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'll start off. We purchased our gas station when we moved down here. I bought it with my family, my dad, back, I think it was in around 2000. We bought that. Business was different. We were from New York originally, moved down here. And for the first 2 years, it was tough. Any business that you do, I learned that first 2 years are the most difficult. So funny thing, today we're sitting in the office, but there's a hurricane passing by. When we owned that store 2 years, 3 hurricanes went by back to back to back.
Wow.
Now, those 2 years when we first bought the business, we weren't doing anything we were doing about $30,000 worth of sales. And this is just in-store sales. And it wasn't good. It would be my dad working almost 18-hour shifts, me working open to close days. I would have to do the cooler, the floors, whatever it needs to be done. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we had the 3 hurricanes come by. First hurricane knocked out the power. Luckily, I don't know, God willing, our lights are on, and so was the fruit market next door to us. Don't know, everybody on the right would lost power, left lost power. We opened up, we made sales. People got to know us. The second one was the strongest one. Mm-hmm. And I just went into the store to just check if the lights and everything is good, or do we have any leaks? Because at that time, the gas stations have canopies, and the canopies were flying away. Mm-hmm. And went in to check. I went to the office. I took my mom with me, and we have shutters, so you can't see outside unless you open the shutters. Some customer came in, knocked on the door, and said, hey, I want to buy milk and bread for my family. Please, if you guys can help me. It's a regular customer that I know. So I told my mom, yeah, just open the door, just let her out. And more customers came in, started knocking on the door. Anyways, 10, 15 minutes went by. I would say 15 minutes. I wasn't trying to make any sales. It was just whatever. Somebody knocks on, and they're like, we're letting one people at a time. And she goes, do you know there's a line around the block of your store? I said, no way. I walk outside, and I literally see a line around the block. And wow. Because all the stores are closed, it's hurricane. And funny story, we decided to just open up to help the community. And then I called my employees. I said, hey, listen, if somebody doesn't have money for bread, milk, water, ice, don't charge them, let them go. We'll figure it out, right? And it built a trust in our community. And we went from doing $30,000 sales to $150,000 sales just by building. The sad of this story is I was doing sales, and a cop came in, and the cop is like, he threatened me. He's like, do you know you're not supposed to be open 24 hours after a hurricane? You got to wait until the clearance. I'm going to arrest you and whatever. Oh, wow. And I was like, wow, hold on. I'll close. I'm just helping out my community. I'm not trying to make money. I don't care. And then all of a sudden, he goes outside. I said, hey, can you just tell, because there was a line, go tell them we're closed or we're closing. He went outside, and everybody started cursing him because they're like, we don't have no food. We don't have no water. These guys are the nicest ones. And then he was like, I'm going to stand behind that last person. If you take any more than that, I'll arrest you. And long story short, it's a community store, and we ended up doing $150,000, and it's just an in-store. We were doing gas and lotto and check cashing, and we were blessed. And now my family sold that business. They sold the business itself, but we own the property, so we get rent. So my parents retired off of that money.
Se você tem curiosidade de saber sobre algum assunto aqui nos Estados Unidos, pode mandar aí as suas sugestões. Estamos abertos aqui para qualquer assunto. O assunto aqui principal é prosperidade. Então, se você quer prosperar, você quer saber sobre um assunto, quer prosperar em uma determinada área, pode falar com a gente aqui que a gente vai buscar histórias, né, que vai te ajudar na sua caminhada.